This is Alfred, and this is an impromptu moment. And as you can see, it's raining. It stopped for a little bit, so I think I'm gonna go back out there. I normally do my walks in the morning, but the rain was preventing me, so I decided to get on and share a little something with you. You know what? When God has something for you, it is for you and no one else. And no matter what or who attempts to take what God has given you, if it's specifically for you, the Lord will make sure that you receive it. I forgot where I was. The event has been seared in my mind for a long time. It was a situation in which a man goes, it's very simple. A man goes to the vending machine and he wants a bag of chips. And so he puts his money into the vending machine and he presses the button for the chips that he wanted. And the machine spun round and round, pushing the chips forward to come out. But the chips got stuck. And he shakes the vending machine, hoping that the chips will fall down. And it didn't fall. It didn't move. He goes to the manager and tells the managers that the chips are stuck. And the manager comes over and she begins shaking the vending machine. And assuming that she alone could not do this, they started shaking the vending machine together. So two people are shaking the vending machine to get this bag of chips out. And it still wouldn't come down. So the manager goes and she gets some coins to put in, hoping that the item that's behind it will push it out. So she puts money into the vending machine and she presses that button where the chips were stuck. And the other content came down, just fell down. I think it was like a candy bar. I think they placed that chip there for in the wrong place. But the other item came down, but the chips were still stuck. So the man shook the vending machine again and the chips still wouldn't come out, and the manager shook the vending machine and it still wouldn't come out. But the man did reach and get that item that fell. So they left it alone. They left it alone. About an hour later, a mother and her two children are at the vending machine. And they're putting coins into the machine. And they're getting candy and all this stuff. And the little girl looks at the chips that just sat there, waiting for someone to get it down and take it. And she tells her mother, I want that right there, the chips. And the mother looks at the chips, sees that it's stuck. She puts money into the coin, hoping that whatever that item is behind it will push it out. Well, she puts the money in the coin and the item comes down, but the chips are still stuck. And so they get the item. The little girl is just as happy. She didn't care either way. 30 minutes later, the man comes back. And he's looking around. And he starts shaking the machine. So I got a call and it interrupted the video. So the man comes, 30 minutes later, the man comes back and he shakes the machine. And the chips just fell down. And he was like a kid. He pulls the chips out of the machine and he's smiling because I'm just watching. I've been watching the whole time. And his face just lights up like a kid. This big old grown man. And his face lights up like a kid. And I learned in that moment that oftentimes what the Spirit of the Lord has for you, you must be patient for. Sometimes what the Lord has for you requires waiting. And sometimes waiting can be stressful. Sometimes waiting can be overwhelming. But in the end, what was meant for that man to have, he received. At the appointed time, the Spirit of the Lord will give you what he has planted in you. People may come and try to take it. Circumstances may come and try to take it. But nothing can stop what the Lord of hosts has planned for you. Nothing can stop it. And when the time comes, when the appointed time comes, when the time he has appointed comes, it will happen. And that's what I learned about that incident that I saw. That's why it seared in my mind so deeply. Because what he put into it, what he put into machine to get out, wouldn't come down. Others tried to put into the machine to get the same contents, and it wouldn't come down. Suddenly, in a last-ditch effort, the man shakes the machine, and the chips that he put his money in to buy tumbled down, and he reached for it, and he was like a happy child. Oftentimes what you invest in may not come at a time that you want it, but at the appointed time, the Spirit of the Lord, what he has intended or implanted in you, will come forth. I was trying to find my Bible. I don't have it with me. And the rain just stopped. Wait on the Lord. Wait, I say, on the Lord. What you have asked for, what you have invested in, will come forth, will become a reality, will be put into your hands. And no one and nothing will stop it. The plans that the Spirit of the Lord has for you, the plans that Jesus Christ has for you, no one will be able to stop it. Stay encouraged. Rejoice while you're waiting. Easier said than done. I never said it was going to be easy, but it can be done. Wait on the Lord.